Should it be a physical or a chemical sunscreen?
And what on earth are they?
That's what we're going to talk about today. So, suntan lotion 101. Okay, you need protection from UVA, UVB. UVB,
which is ultraviolet spectrum of light.
UVB, B for burn. That is the one that makes you go red. It's the one that helps you create vitamin D. UVA, A for aging.
Yeah.
See how I remember these? UVA is the one that is responsible for free radicals, anti-aging.
Yeah, photoaging, basically one of the biggest external factors of aging.
The biggest.
Yeah.
And the key thing, just to go from the very top, UVA is present all year round, just full stop. Doesn't matter whether it's blissfully sunny or not. So when we talk about skincare, that's why sun protection is so important in
and
the
why
aging
there's an
process.
argument for wearing it every day, but that's a debate we can have on another occasion. So that's a good explanation of the difference between UVA and UVB, but what should we be protecting against? Well, obviously the answer is both, and nowadays when you're looking for suntan lotion or any protection, you want something that says broad spectrum.
That's the word you're looking for.
Covering both of them, because it's important, obviously, for the things that we're interested in and your general health, to make sure that you're not burning, because the frequency with which your skin burns is a thing that dictates your chance of getting skin cancer. So that is an obvious thing to avoid, and as we just said, getting rid of the UVA and protecting yourself against that helps stop signs of aging.
Then that's down to two types of suntan lotion in the world. So either physical or mineral sunscreens or chemical sunscreens. They can then come in different formats, so they can come in creams, powders, oils.
We've just done a video on that.
We've got a video about that, but what we're thinking about today is, should you have the physical ones or the chemical ones? They are both fundamentally an emulsion cream with active ingredients, but where it changes is what those active ingredients are. And we always try to be balanced in all of our skincare. Like, I know that we will go for physical ones, but I need you to know the pros and cons of both and what they are.
Well, ironically, in the US they call the chemical one organic sunscreen, because the chemical in it, or the atoms in it, are carbon. Anything made with carbon is called an organic compound, although they would not go through the FDA or the UK Soil Association. So it is confusing, but ultimately, as you said, we're going to try and be balanced.
Okay, let's go chemical ones first. This is what you'll be most used to. If you've grown up in the UK, this will be everything you would have had to put on you as a child, like Sultan, Pitsbuan, P20, everything that when you go into a supermarket, drugstore, you will find. And they will be an emulsion cream, and then...
Well, or an oil, but the way they work is that the active ingredient is actually absorbing the UV radiation.
And the words you'll be looking for is something like oxybenzone, avobenzone.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of keywords.
Again, things that we would avoid, but these are the things that work. And as I said, they absorb the energy of the UV light, so your skin isn't getting attacked by it, and then they basically radiate it out. So that's how it works.
And they fundamentally work really well.
Yeah, they do. I mean, that is why they were invented, and that is why they've been so popular and reliable.
They work really well. The challenges is the potential health risks of the ingredients, and also the film that lies over the top of the sea. Like, it is a piss poor choice for coral and sea life predominantly.
Yeah, when it washes off your skin, as we said, nothing's really 100% water resistant. It's getting washed off when you're in the ocean. So yeah, like we said, it does work, and it has got some benefits of, feeling confident. It's very good for that broad spectrum we talked about, but it's not something we would choose in terms of the chemical
and they're everywhere. That's what you'll have most ability to get.
Formulations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Set 2. Physical or mineral sunscreens. They are an emulsion cream with 2 actives. Very simple. They will always be the same at the moment.
Yeah, especially in America, because these are the only 2 that are accredited.
Zinc oxide, titanium dioxide. And they are basically physical blocking particles that sit on your skin, and they scatter and reflect the light back.
So basically it's literally like a barrier. And the UV rays are bouncing off and not getting to your skin, whereas the chemical ones, they're actually absorbing the UV rays. So they have that white feeling, certainly.
Yeah, that's how you'd recognise them, because they're a bit whitish.
It's a bit like painting yourself.
Think cricketers, the way they used to put like zinc sticks. That is what they are. They're harder to put on without a doubt, although daily they're getting better because
Yeah.
brands in the natural sector are working on them like we're working on at the moment. They're much harder to make.
Yep, but they are, as I said, full of things, or certainly can be made in a way that is, one, certifiable by people like EcoCert or Soil Association, and two, the natural ingredient that goes into it, titanium dioxide or zinc oxide, we think is better for you. However, there is a little bit of balance here to talk about, which
Massively. They
is,
are not organic. Do not
yep,
be fooled into people telling you that they are organic or fully
oh,
natural
yeah,
sunscreens. They are not.
no, no, and also the physical barrier you're choosing, whether it's nano or not nano, probably a whole video on its own,
We
but
should do that.
the size of the particles of that physical barrier affect how efficient it is in terms of reflecting UVB and UVA radiation. And the flip side of that is there any risk to putting these micro nano sized particles on you? It's a big thing. We are in the process of producing one, so we know a lot about this and are going through this exact process. So the sunscreen that we are working on will hopefully sit somewhere as a good balance in terms of the size of particles.
There is no perfect answer to
Yeah,
this currently. I think that's what you need to know. There is a huge education piece. I hope that gives you the kind of real top line in helping you explain it. And really, there is still a choice to be made. But one of the things I would poise you to check is the emulsion. You could use either one of those either one of those active choices.
yes,
So either the zincs and titaniums,
yeah,
or the benzones, and put them in a beautiful emulsion base, which can be organic,
yeah,
or you could put them in a shit petroleum base. So the one thing you can control is the base.
yeah,
So make sure that that is good. Then it is
and
still your
also
choice what happens in the physical or chemical
and
world.
also using it. Let's face it, that is the other choice you should definitely be making.
Yeah. So there you go. That is how it works, physical versus chemical. Please make sure that you subscribe, give the videos a thumbs up, pass
Yeah,
on to anyone you know who is starting
share.
to think about sunscreens for themselves, their family, little people. Boy, girl, this is for everybody.